this ain't a conversation I see that's too popular that go around. But talking about how black women pick men and how uh you know other ethnics women pick men. Now back in the day, at one point, it was all about kind of like you know even in the black community, it was to the point where the families, you know, the family determined your significant other, your future husband, and those marriages actually turned out a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. But I ain't here to talk about that, right? And and a lot of our women, you know, I did a video or a short talking about they have potential blindness. You know, they don't see potential, they don't see growth, and that's one thing in the black community. You see with Gucci Mane, you know, he grows, he changes. You know, he's a clone. The way you think 5 years ago, they want you to still be thinking in that way. You know, you know, now. And it doesn't work that way. Everybody grows. You know, you can't hold on to high school popularity forever, but people try to. But everybody grows. You know, everybody acquires, you know, different knowledge, different skill sets. But, you know, black people in general, they don't, you know, they have potential blindness, especially the women. When they go in to choose a man, they care more about the physical traits, and that's the thing, because even in the animal kingdom, the females want to procreate with the strongest, the strongest, the most mightiest. You know, so I understand that, but you know, even in our in our community, it's just to the point we put an emphasis on how you dress. Like if you dress a certain type of way, oh, that's a turn off. No, I can't deal with him. That's how the women are. Or you drive a certain type of car, oh no, you're lame. Nope. You know, oh, he's stable, he got a house, he got a crib, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, he got an apartment. Why don't he gotta buy a house or buy a condo? Well, you know, most men are smart. You only get the house if you've got a family. If you don't have a family, what do I need a house for? You know what I'm saying? So they look at stuff like that, you know, and you know, their attractions is, you know, you might look like a bad guy, you might look like you can fight, or you might look like you tote the pistol, or you dress fly, or you got jewelry. You see a lot of women online talking about they pick guys they thought had money and got babies by them and found out those guys was broke. And now, you know, remember girls say, now I'm living in Atlanta, I know what real money is. I got tricked a couple times and like, whatever. And that's the problem. They dating on what you got now. They want guys in our community, our women want guys that's at the finish line. But if I made it to the finish line without a woman that helped me get there and put the work in with me, you know what I'm saying? Why, in my opinion, why wouldn't I just live my best life? The finish line for us is the equivalent of a woman being in a prime. When I say us men, the equivalent of the finish line for us is women in y'all prime. When y'all in y'all prime from y'all teenage years, you know, y'all prime from y'all teenage years until y'all late 20s, whatever it may be. Y'all got everything at y'all disposal. The box is the juiciest, it's the tightest. Y'all bodies is the tightest, it's the hottest. You know, everybody, but then once you hit that other side of 30, hello to the, you know, nah. But for us, you know, the average guy, we putting in that work, y'all want to work with us. So look at it this way. If we at work, right, and I'm doing all the work, and we a team, and you just watching, drinking soda, watching me, not helping me put the work in, I finish it, you know what I'm saying? I finish the job, you know, you think I'm gonna want you to get credit? Hell no. You think I'm gonna fuck with you after that? You watch me bust my ass and you ain't help? Same thing with men, but black men are saying. We in the community, we know we busting our, we trying to build something. Every other community understand that. They helping their husband behind the counter at their job, or they splitting the bills and until their husband figure it out, or until they make enough money. That's how it is. That's how it is. Ain't that funny? They grinding towards their dream. So when they get older, guess what? They done really bonded even more, even if they went through stuff, because they grinded together, they struggled together, they build together. But if I'm at the finish line and you ain't helped me build shit, I mean, why would I even entertain being in a monogamous relationship? Why would I go backwards? Why wouldn't I get a roster of women, or why would I go for you? If I go for one woman, why wouldn't I go for the woman of my dreams? Think about that for a minute. Why wouldn't I go for the woman of my dreams? So there is a reward. There is a special reward for women that sit there and lay brick by brick with their men. And most women don't want to put the work in. And when they put the work in, I struggle with a guy. You struggle with a guy selling weed and half tracks and 8 balls. You know, you didn't want to struggle. You didn't want to work with the guy that was going to get his degree and hold him down, or wait for him. You didn't want to struggle with that guy. You want to struggle with the guy selling weed, selling dope, hustling t-shirts. You know, oh, he smoke weed. He must be cool. Nigga look dirty as hell. And that's just the honest truth. It's just the honest truth. A lot of our women want to meet us at the finish line and don't work. And then when they pick guys, they picking these guys based on strictly aesthetics. Oh, how tall he is. Oh, what he wear. This the pettiest shit. Everything that can be adjusted, the shoes and this, that, and the third. Or he's corny, he's lame, or he's productive, he's corny. Okay. And when a white woman come in there and they support these guys, you know, or these non-black women come in and they support these guys, or even a good black woman come in and support these guys and they build with them, then y'all be like, why he choose her? I look prettier than her, but why he choose her? Why he choose a white girl? Because she put that work in. A lot of women in our community feel like they don't have to work. All they feel like they got to do is bend over, sew that monkey paw, so that camel print. You see it on the internet all day. All they do is show ass, show titties. And they think that's all that men want. Like, no, like sexually cool. That's why black women seem to be so sexual. They think that's what everybody wants. And then when guys sexualize them, they want to look stupid and act dumb. Like, I don't know why. Like, what you mean? Look how you coming. Look how you present yourself. Come on, let's not play dumb. He pulling out. You ain't go. You can like people are just assholes. People are fucking. This guy pulling out. He couldn't just let the guy just pull out and then go around. Like, people are literally dicks. Like, we live out in the suburbs. Like, them getting them. People are fucking dicks. Flat out. It's a fucking dick. Fucking Brad. But yeah, you know, and that's why you understand why you see a girl that you feel like, oh, I look better than, and or I feel like I'm more, you know, this, that, and that's why you see that. So, you know, if you ain't picked the right, if you struggle with the wrong guy, the guy that sell half tracks and, you know, a quarter pound of weed and all that, like, good luck. But you didn't want to stick with the guy that was going to be a doctor or a lawyer or going through tech or learning how to code or learning how to do plumbing. You didn't want to stick with him. And the women, if they end up with a woman, it was the woman that sit there and they struggle. That's how you get the ring, and that's how you get, you know, put up and become a housewife. You get, I'm a housewife. I deserve to be a house. Based off what? Did you struggle? It's just like, I'll leave you all. This is like, you know, people, a lot of these guys want to get money and they want to get rich. They want to get money and they want to get rich to retire their mother. Oh, I want my mama house, and my parents want to retire my parents, and so they don't have to work no more. And cool. Dudes want to do that for that woman that was there with them when they ain't had nothing. That's the woman they want to do it for. You know what? My wife was with me when when I ain't have a dime, she held me down and we done built this up. So I want to make sure she ain't never got to work in. That's how you do it. Got to put work in. But hey, that's all I had to say, man. Peace. I'll hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Peace.